and welcome to Sarah's Stamping Retreat. Today we're going to be using one stamp, or technically it is more than one stamp, but it's basically one rainbow to create 5 different cards. So we're going to be using it in all sorts of different ways. So it's a bit of a kind of stretch your supplies video. So for this we're going to be using this Sky's the Limit stamp set, which comes with this month's Creative Stamping magazine. So it's a really nice one with this gorgeous hot air balloon, all sorts of things that you would find in the sky, like the planes, the birds, and then this is the rainbow that we're going to be using. And the rainbow is made up of different layers, and there's also a few sentiments that can be substituted into it as well. And then the magazine also has a downloadable element, so I've just printed off these sentiments. You can see you get a huge amount of sentiments just from one page, and you can see here you actually get, where I've printed off these ones, you actually get the opposite way round as well, where the colour is the wording and the white's the background. And then you get all these downloadable papers as well, which are really cool. So for the first one we're going to do the kind of more obvious card, and we're going to stamp the different layers in different colours, and then I'm going to pop this You Brighten My Day in instead of this spotty layer here. So I'm going to grab my Creative Craft product stamp tool, and I'm going to pick up that larger bit of the rainbow. I'm going to start from the outside in. And I'm going to do the next layer in yellow, and this one in green, and then this final one in blue. And then you get this really kind of cute naive rainbow. So then I've just got a scrap piece of paper, and I'm just going to freehand cut some kind of cloudy shapes. So then I'm going to add some foam pads along the bottom of here. And then I'm going to add on my clouds. And I cut off the excess behind here. And then I've got some mats and layers. So this is a 4-inch square piece of cardstock that I used for my rainbow. And we've got a 4 1/4 inch piece of red. And this piece is just over 4.5 inches. It's 1/8 of an inch over. And then we're going to layer those onto my 5 1/4 inch card blank. And then we've got this really cute bright card. So then for my next card, I thought it would be cute to heat emboss the rainbow pieces in white onto some coloured pieces of cardstock. I'll do all of the stamping first, and this time I'm going to use this kind of bubbly piece as opposed to the sentiment. And then I'll go through and heat emboss them all. And then I can go through and cut them all out. So then I thought I'd make a bit of a rainbow background for this card as well. So I've got strips of different coloured cardstock, and I'm going to put them in diagonals across my card. So then I've cut out a rectangle with a stitched rectangle die, and then I've cut a piece of red cardstock slightly bigger than that. So I'll glue those together. And I'll glue that to my card front. And then I've cut this from those printed sentiments, so I'm going to pop some foam pads behind all of my rainbow pieces and my sentiment. So then I can add them onto my card. So then there's that second card done. So then for this next card, I'm going to stamp the whole rainbow in black. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just colour over each of the sections with my alcohol markers. So then I've cut that out, and then I've got my card base. I've got this piece which is an inch smaller than my card base. Then I've got this piece that's a quarter of an inch smaller than the blue piece. And then I've cut these to the same width as this pale blue piece, and then I've just freehand cut some cloud shapes into them, just like I did with the first ones. So I'm going to stamp Happy Birthday on this cloud shape here. So I'm going to stamp that on there. So then I'm going to glue all my pieces together. So then I'm going to glue this back cloud on here. And I'm using the other one to kind of look at the placement. And then I'm going to add some foam tape behind here. And then I'm going to add this onto my card. And then I'm going to add some foam pads behind my rainbow. And then I'm just going to cut off that excess there. And I think it's quite cute to sometimes have some of your elements coming off the side a bit. So that's that card finished. So then for my next card, I've got this 3 3/4 inch piece of watercolor cardstock. And I'm going to stamp just 3 parts of that rainbow. I'm just heat embossing it. And I'm going to do a bit of a repeat pattern. So I'm making sure that one goes fully on, and then the other pieces I'll just do partial prints. So then I'll heat emboss that with white embossing powder. It doesn't really matter for this technique whether you use white embossing powder or clear, they'll both work. And then I'm going to grab some paint. These are the Artist Watercolor paints by Altenew. And they're just little tubes, but you only need the tiniest amount of colour so they'll last for ages. So I'm just going to squeeze a teeny bit onto here. I'm just using this as my palette. To be honest, even that's probably too much. It's hard to pour out just the teeniest bit. So then I'm going to spritz them with water. And that's just a neat way of adding some water on. If you don't have a water spritzer, just add the water the way you usually would. And then I'm just going to add this blue at the bottom of my heat emboss piece. So then I'm going to mix some of this yellow, and I'm going to add that on, and I'm going to add some of it over this blue. And then I'm going to mix that up here. And then I'm going to grab some of the red. I'm going to do a small stripe of the red at the bottom here to mix with the blue. And then I'm also going to add the red at the top. And then we've got this really pretty rainbow piece, and you can see that the heat embossing repels that paint, so it shows through the paint. So then I'm going to heat emboss my sentiment onto a scrap of red cardstock. I'm going to go with Every Cloud Has a Silver Lining. I'm going to heat emboss that in the white. I'm going to add my watercolour mat onto a 4-inch square piece of red cardstock. And then I'm going to add foam pads behind my sentiment. So then I've got a piece of double-sided foam to pop behind here. I'm going to pop that on the front of my card. And then I'm going to add on my sentiment. And then I'm just going to drop about a few clear gems. And there's that card done. So then for this final card, I've got a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch card blank. Then this red piece is 3/4 of an inch smaller. And then this white piece is 1/8 of an inch smaller than the red piece. So then I'm going to just stamp the layers like we did on the first card. But for this one, I'm also going to stamp them on some masking sheet as well. And I've just realised that I missed a layer, so I'm just going to turn that over and start again. Doesn't matter on the masking sheet what colour they are, so I can leave that one on the masking sheet, but on here I'm just going to stamp it again. Then obviously I don't really need to re-stamp that on the masking sheet because it doesn't matter what colour the mask is. And then for this last one, I'm actually going to use this wishing you a happy birthday sentiment one for the last layer. So then I'm just going to cut around these masks. And then I'll pop each mask over the relevant layer of the rainbow. So then I'm going to grab a blending brush and I'm just going to go over here. And then I'm just going to lightly flick that with some water just to get a bit of texture in there. And then I'm just going to peel back these masks. So then I'm just going to add that onto my red mat and add it onto my card. Then I'm just going to add on a few of these gems. Then there's that card finished. So there are all 5 of today's cards. I'd love to know which is your favourite and which technique you enjoyed the most. And I think the really lovely thing about doing something like this is we just use these stamps here and the couple of sentiments that went with them. So you've got all of these other ones. Imagine if you did a similar type of thing with each of those stamps and how many cards you could make. So I really think this kind of exercise helps you to get so much from your stamps. If you enjoyed today's video, I'd really appreciate you clicking like below. And you can also press subscribe if you'd like to see future videos. If you press the bell button and select all, then YouTube will also notify you when I've got a new video available. All of the products that I've used for today's cards are listed in the description below. And there's also a link there to my blog where you can find a picture supply list if that helps you find what you're looking for. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope to see you again soon.